An amazing comeback was made this past weekend at the U.S. Open.
Another one is landed.
One involving a fan, not the golfers. Shane Sumlin and his son got to take in Jon Rahm's dramatic come-from-behind win. The two walked the course for hours, enjoying the tournament. It's something unimaginable years ago because a rare syndrome left Shane paralyzed from the neck down.
In November of 2011, I was normal, and 24 hours later, I was completely paralyzed from my neck down. Immediately, I knew that this was going to be something big.
He was stricken by Guillain-Barré, a rare disorder where a person's immune system attacks the body's nerves.
On average, about 1 in 100,000 are actually diagnosed with it.
All motor functions were lost. For weeks, he laid motionless in a hospital bed.
I believe that most of the outside world around me was freaking out, so I had to keep my calm.
Extensive physical therapy is required in order to use one's arms and hands again. To walk, even more.
Having worked with patients with Guillain-Barré, you have to get after it early.
Enter LSU Health's Dr. Susan Tinsley, an expert with 3+ decades of experience working with patients dealing with neurological injuries.
Those nerves will heal, but they don't heal in a short amount of time.
And so the recovery process began at LSU's School of Allied Health.
I had to learn how to crawl, and the first day I learned how to crawl was excruciating. So my idea of therapy was maybe a few months, and that turned into years.
4.5 years to be exact.
Inside, it made me a little sad because I thought, I'm not sure we're going to get there.
She still gets emotional. There's good reason.
She was my wife's childhood babysitter.
Knowing his wife, knowing his family, I don't think that was an option for him not to be able to walk.
So they pushed through, together.
I needed someone who's like a coach, someone who could push me and make me do things that I didn't even want to do myself.
I couldn't do it for him. He had to do it.
He did, going from crawling to running.
Okay.
And eventually walking the 18-hole course at the U.S. Open with his son.
If you have the faith to trust your instincts and an amazing wife and kids, friends, come in the path of the right people, and you're in the right facility, then you can give yourself a chance, which gives you hope.
When I see him, like we did this past week and the vacation that he was able to take with his son, that means a lot to me. Those are things he might not have been able to do, so to know that you had some part in him being able to continue to be the man that he is, that's important.
Well, Shane says in the greater Shreveport area there are about 2 to 4 cases of Guillain-Barré every single year, and he makes every effort to go out and meet those who have been diagnosed so he can share his story and provide a bit of hope in their recovery.